Hello guys, good day. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm gonna show you about basic endgame king position. So without further ado, let's start. So in this position, the king is in front of the pawn and it is in the fifth rank. So regardless of whose turn to move, white is winning. King e6, then d6, d7, then king e7, then d8, queen, and white is winning. So let's proceed to the next example. King e6, b6, b7, king e7, b8, queen, and white is winning. Next, king c5, king d6, then e7, then white is winning. Next, so in this position, this is called a side opposition. King d7, king d6, c5, king c6, then d7, c6, and white is winning. Next, so in this position, this is called a distant opposition. In distant opposition, you have to move first the king, not the pawn. So king d2, king d3, king e4, then move the pawn. Then in this position, you have to control the critical square. The critical squares are the d5, the e5, and the f5. So you have to control one of the critical squares. So the f5, then e4, king f6, e5, then king e6, king f7. So and white is winning. Next, king f7. So force move, king g6, then king h6, g6, and g7, and white is winning. Next, king f6, then king is e6, then e7, king f7, and white is winning. So again, this is distant opposition, so you have to move the king. Then king c3, king b4, king a5, king b5, king c6, king b6, b4, then b5, king c7, b6, b7, and b8, and checkmate. So next, so here, if you apply the rule of the square, for example, g4, then the rule of the square is uh, the c4, g8, and c8. So, but the king can catch up because he can control the square. No? For example, g4, then he can move to c5, then g5, then king d6, then g6, then king e7. So that's, you don't need to calculate, but instead you have to look for the square. That's called a rule of the square. So I think this is not applicable. So here it is the king opposition. King b6, king c6, king d3, then king e3, king f3, king g3, king h4, king h5, king g5, king h6, king g6, and g4. Then g5, then king f7, then g6, and it's winning for white. Next, so in this position, rule of the square, let us see. So the king can catch up because after c4, then the rule of the square is the g8, then the king is on g8. So um, you cannot use the rule of the square. So king opposition. So you have to move the king f3, king e4, king d4, and you already control the critical squares, which is the d4, the c4, and b4. So white is winning. King d5, king c5. I sorry. So it's a draw if king c5. So bad move is king c5. So d6, then king c6, d7, and king c7. So next, again rule of the square. If you move g4, then the square c4 will controlled by black. So it is not applicable. So king opposition again. Move the pawn, then king e8. No, it's a draw. So king's move, then push, and it's winning for white. Next, again roll of the square. If e4, then the the square is this one, and the king can move to e4. Then he can catch up the pawn, so it is not applicable. So king opposition must apply. So this is called um, king opposition, and other term for this is the outflanking of your opponent's king. So this move, and it's winning for white. Next, king c6, then move the pawn, then king c7. Then if you move the pawn, then it's stalemate. So you have to move the king to b6, king e6, b6, then b7, and it's winning for white. Next, king h5, then so you have to control the new critical squares. Here is the critical square. The critical squares is are f6, g6, and h6. So you need to control it. And it's winning for white. Next, so this is distant opposition, and this is side opposition. Then king's move, horse move, and it's winning for white. Next, so all you have to do is to control these three critical squares. So king f4, king e4, and white is winning. Next, so king, you have to give up this e6 pawn, and king b8, then no, but maybe the c5. So you have to outflank the king with king c7. After that, then you can push the pawn. So white is winning. Next, push, then king's move, then again push the pawn, then it's 6. You cannot capture the pawn because the king cannot catch up after capturing this c f5. Then And again, white is winning. Next, push pawn, king takes. Oh, okay. Then king and king c7 and white is winning. Next, king e6, d6, d7, king e7, d8, queen and white is winning. Next, so we are repeating the position, guys, no, in order to give instant memory. Next, instant memory of learning. Again, side opposition on the swinging for white. Next, so this is called a distant opposition, and again you have to move the king, advance the king first, king d3, then king e4, then move the pawn. Again, the critical squares is this three, so you have to control it. King f5, then move the pawn. Again, this is called the side opposition. Move the pawn, then and white is winning. Next, king f7, then king g6, king h6, white is winning. Wait, next, king c6, d3, king e3, king f3, king g3, king f4, king f5, king g6, king g6, and advance the pawn, and white is winning. Next, and white is winning because already controlled the critical squares, which is the d4, c4, and b4. Next, then on move. Next, and white is winning. Next, hmm. and white is winning. Next, and white is winning. So that's all, guys, and I hope you like the video and thanks for watching. God bless.